Hello everyone. Today we continue with the preparation of benzene. Okay, the methods of preparation of benzene. Suppose if benzene is manufactured, if benzene is prepared on large scale if you want to prepare the benzene, that process we can say manufacture. Manufacture of benzene means the preparation of benzene on large scale. In larger quantities, if you want to prepare, that is called manufacture process we say here. So here, the manufacture of benzene. So far we have discussed the preparation methods of benzene from different compounds such as from phenol, from sodium benzoate, from chlorobenzene, okay, from benzene sulfonic acid, and from aniline. These are all different methods of preparation of benzene we have discussed. Now, this is what manufacture of benzene. Manufacture of benzene is the preparation of benzene on large scale. Suppose the manufacture of benzene can be done from coal and petroleum. We can use coal and petroleum. So coal and petroleum are the major sources of manufacture of benzene. Benzene can be manufactured by using what and what? Coal and petroleum. In olden days, we used coal as the major source for manufacture of benzene. But recently, we are using what? Petroleum as the major source to prepare benzene or to manufacture benzene. Okay. Suppose here, if you take coal, the manufacture of benzene from coal, if you take, the coal is heated at high temperature in absence of air. There is no supply of air. In the absence of air, at a very high temperature, when coal is heated, we get coke. The coke is non-volatile material. Non-volatile material indicates what? On heating, it does not evaporate. Means it does not undergo evaporation. That is called non-volatile material. So the non-volatile coke is obtained by heating coal at high temperature in absence of air. Okay. So here this process of obtaining coke is called coking. Coking means what here? Obtaining coke from coal at high temperature by heating in absence of air. So this non-volatile coke formation is called what? Coking of coal. Coking of coal, or we can also say carbonization of coal. Carbonization of coal. That means here coal is the mixture of many organic compounds. Coal is the mixture of many organic compounds. Okay, but coke contains majorly what here? The coke contains what? Carbon. So the majority of coke is containing what? Carbon. So coke is nothing but carbon elements. Coal is what? Mixture. We have classified the matter into different types here. Elements, compounds, and mixtures. Elements, compounds, and mixtures. If the molecule is made up of only one kind of atoms, it is called element, we said. And if the molecule is made up of two or more types of atoms, it is compound. And the mixture of two elements, mixture of two compounds, or mixture of one element and one compound can be called mixture. Again, mixture of two types: homogeneous mixture, heterogeneous mixture. Here, coal is a heterogeneous mixture of many substances. Substances include what? Elements or compounds. So many substances together form what? Coal. Coal is a mixture of many compounds. Major compounds are what? Organic compounds in coal. So this coal is subjected to what now? What is heating at very high temperature in absence of air. That process of obtaining coke is called what? Carbonization of coal. That means the mixture coal is converted into coke. Coke contains carbon as what? Main element, major element. That's why carbon we are getting in the form of coke. So it is called what now here? Carbonization of coal. So the carbonization of coal we can say, otherwise coking of coal we can say. Okay. Again, this carbonization process, the carbonization process of coal gives what? Coal tar. One viscous substance called coal tar is obtained here. The viscous substance. If you take liquids, liquids are two types: mobile and viscous. Mobile and viscous. M-O-B-I-L-E. Don't say mobile. So mobile liquids and viscous liquids. If you take honey and water, on the same slope, if you keep honey and water, which liquid moves very fast downwards? The water moves very fast. This is called mobile liquid. And viscous liquid meaning what? The liquid which is moving slowly is called viscous liquid. Why honey is moving slowly? Why viscous liquid is moving slowly than mobile liquid? The reason is that within this viscous liquid, between the molecules, there will be attractive forces. When one molecule is moving down, sliding down, the other molecule will be attracting backwards. So this type of forces will make it move very slowly. So that is viscous liquid. So viscous liquid, mobile liquid. So here it is what coal tar is what? Mobile liquid. Sorry, viscous liquid. But the benzene is what? Mobile liquid. So mobile liquid meaning what here? Which can move what here fast like water. Water is mobile liquid. Here coal tar is viscous substance. The coal tar is obtained 4 to 5% coal tar is obtained by carbonization of coal process. By carbonization of coal, what we get? We get coal tar, the viscous substance. How much? How much of this content what here in the product of carbonization of coal? What will be the percentage of coal tar? 4 to 5%. That point keep in mind. Next, this coal tar, whatever is obtained there from coal, we got coal tar na. So this coal tar, from this coal tar, water is removed first. This minus H2 indicates what? Removal of water. Removal of water. The removal of water should take place first. We should remove the water content from coal tar. If any water is there, the water should be removed first. After that, we have to subject this coal tar to fractional distillation. Okay, fractional distillation process should be carried out here. So what should be carried out here in this process? Fractional distillation. So we take a fractional distillation of coal tar here. Fractional distillation of coal tar. So when coal tar is subjected to fractional distillation, at different temperatures, different types of oils will be obtained. This fractional distillation of coal tar gives different types of oil like light oil, middle oil, heavy oil, green oil, pitch, P-I-T-C-H, pitch, green oil, middle oil, heavy oil, light oil, like this different types of oils will be obtained by the fractional distillation of coal tar. So before subjecting this coal tar to fractional distillation, what should be done? We should remove the water first. After that, the coal tar is subjected to fractional distillation. Why coal tar is subjected to fractional distillation? Because it contains many fractions. Coal tar contains what? Many fractions. The many fractions of coal tar should be removed from one from the other. That is called fractional distillation. So by fractional distillation, at different temperatures, we get different types of oil. At the temperature of 80 to 170 degrees Celsius, 80 degrees to 170 degrees Celsius, we get light oil. Light oil is obtained at the temperature of 80 to 170 degrees Celsius from what? The fractional distillation of coal tar. Okay. Now this light oil contains benzene, toluene, xylene, etc. Many organic compounds will be there in this. So major component is what here benzene here in light oil, or what here toluene also will be there. So this benzene can be obtained now. The benzene can be obtained from light oil by different methods, different processes. So finally we get benzene. We manufacture benzene in large scale, okay, from light oil. This light oil is obtained by the fractional distillation of coal tar at the temperature of 80 degrees to 170 degrees Celsius. Centigrade temperature we use here. In some books it will be given in Kelvin temperature. 80 plus 273 Kelvin. 170 plus 273 Kelvin. Next, how this coal tar is obtained? The coal tar is obtained by the carbonization of coal. Carbonization of coal is also called coking of coal. By this process, we got first coal tar. How much percentage of coal tar is obtained? 4 to 5%. This coal tar is subjected to what? Fractional distillation. And before this fractional distillation, what is removed from coal tar? Water is removed. After that, it is subjected to fractional distillation. And at the different temperatures, we get different types of oils such as light oil, middle oil, heavy oil, green oil, pitch oil. Pitch substance we say, P-I-T-C-H. So here light oil is an important compound here. Okay, important substance. This light oil contains what? Benzene, toluene, xylene, many types of organic chemicals. Okay, from this light oil, finally what we can get? Benzene can be obtained here. We can separate different components of the light oil to obtain benzene. So it is manufacture of benzene on large scale. Okay, it is one of the methods of manufacture of benzene from coal. And another major source to prepare benzene, to manufacture benzene is what? From petroleum. From petroleum also we can obtain what? Benzene. Okay, so petroleum is a mixture of many organic compounds. Okay, many organic compounds can be obtained from petroleum. Petroleum is a mixture of many organic compounds. Okay, so from petroleum, how to obtain the benzene you see here? Two methods we can apply here. Two methods we can apply to get benzene from what? Petroleum. The petroleum is mixture of many organic compounds I told na. Suppose here, the N-hexane. N-hexane is what? Cycloalkane or alkane it is? It is acyclic. Acyclic means open chain compound it is. Normal hexane. Head indicates how many carbons? C6. An means alkane. Double the number of carbons plus 2. So H14. C6 H14 is what the molecular formula of N-hexane. What is the N indicating here? Normal indicates what? All the 6 carbons are present in straight chain. Means all carbons are linked to one another. 6 carbons are linked to one another. Okay, and forming straight chain without any branches. That's why it is called normal hexane. So the C6H14, how to write? CH3 bond, CH2 taken how many times? 4 times, and CH3. So CH3, CH2, 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 CH3. It is N-hexane. So this N-hexane present in petroleum, okay, is heated at 500 degrees Celsius. When N-hexane is heated to 500 degrees Celsius, what happens is that the hydrogen is removed from N-hexane. Okay, so 1 mole of H2 is removed from N-hexane. Okay, now here listen carefully. The catalyst required here is platinum alumina. Alumina indicates what? Aluminium oxide. Pure aluminium oxide. Pure aluminium oxide is called alumina. What is the name of Al2O3 here? Alumina. So alumina and platinum, or rhenium. Rhenium and alumina. Rhenium, alumina, platinum, alumina will be used as catalyst here. So the catalyst is required for this process. So first what we did here, N-hexane, that is C6H14, is heated to 500 degrees Celsius in the presence of platinum alumina, means aluminium oxide. And here what happened, 1 mole of H2 is removed from this at this temperature. So from C6H14, what is removed? 1 mole H2 removed means 2 hydrogen atoms removed from this molecule. Then what will be left over formula? C6H12. So what is this here? C6H12. So what is cyclohexane here? C6H12. Cyclohexane is produced here. Now in this cyclohexane, check it here, any alternate double bonds there here? No. So all single bonds between carbon atoms. Here CH2 carbon, CH2, 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 CH2 and CH2. So how many CH2 groups? 6. Okay, so 6 H2. How to also write here? CH2 taken 6. We can write. The C6H12 we can also write like CH2 taken 6 times. That is what each CH2 group is called methylene. CH2 group is called methylene. And 6 methylene groups present in this molecule. That's why it is called hexamethylene. Cyclohexane is also called hexamethylene or cyclohexane, which is called alicyclic compound. Alicyclic compound. All single bonds, like aliphatic compounds, all single bonds, and cyclic compound it is. So it is what? Alicyclic. Cyclohexane is obtained from N-hexane. N-hexane is what? Aliphatic. Aliphatic means open chain. Open chain compound with 6 carbon atoms has been converted into closed chain compound with 6 carbons. This compound is what? Cycloalkane, and it is what? Alkane. So from N-alkane we got cycloalkane at the temperature of what here? 500 degrees Celsius, and in the presence of catalyst platinum alumina. Platinum and alumina. And here what is happening? Dehydrogenation taking place. Dehydrogenation indicates what? Removal of hydrogen. So dehydrogenation, that means dehydrogenation is removal of hydrogen. How many moles of hydrogen removed from 1 mole of N-hexane? from 1 mole of N-hexane, 1 mole of H2 is removed here. To get what? To get cyclohexane. Now again, the cyclohexane is continued to heat at 500 degrees Celsius in the presence of same catalyst. Here we can use platinum alumina, otherwise rhenium alumina, rhenium metal and alumina. So rhenium alumina can be used or platinum alumina can be used as catalyst here. So at the same temperature, when you continue to heat, 3 moles of hydrogen is again removed. 3 moles of hydrogen is removed from cyclohexane. From cyclohexane, what is removed here? 3 moles of H2 is removed from cyclohexane to get benzene. So finally, what we got here? Benzene is obtained. What is obtained? Benzene is obtained from what? Cyclohexane. How many moles of H2 removed here? 3 moles. Removal of hydrogen is called what? Dehydrogenation. So dehydrogenation of cyclohexane gives what? Benzene at the temperature of 500 degrees Celsius in the presence of catalyst of platinum, alumina or rhenium alumina. So we say generally platinum, rhenium, alumina. Platinum, rhenium, alumina is the catalyst used in this process. So finally, what is converted into what? The saturated alkane, N-hexane. The saturated N-hexane have been converted into unsaturated aromatic benzene. So non-aromatic N-hexane, first converted into non-aromatic cyclohexane. N-hexane, non-aromatic open chain N-hexane has been first converted into non-aromatic cyclic alkane. Cycloalkane is obtained. From this, finally, we got what? Aromatic compound, benzene. So in this way, benzene can be obtained from what? N-hexane. Okay. So this N-hexane is available from what? Petroleum. Is that clear? So it is one of the methods of manufacture of benzene from N-hexane of petroleum. And the other method is that, here see, we have taken buta 1,3 diene. Buta 1,3 diene. CH2 double bond, CH single bond, CH double bond, CH2. If you give numbering here, we give numbering first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon. So here after first one, what is the double bond is? After second carbon, single bond. After third carbon, double bond is there. So it is 1,3 diene. Buta 1,3 diene is the compound used here. It is what? Alka-diene. Alka-diene. What is the name of this compound? Alka-diene. Whenever double bond is repeated 2 times, we use alka, buta instead of but. So buta 1,3 diene is made to react with ethene. Ethene is what? CH2 double bond CH2. When buta 1,3 diene reacts with ethene, alkene, we get cyclohexene, not ane. Cyclohexene is obtained here. Cyclohexene is obtained. Here what is there? CH. Here CH. CH2, CH2, CH2 and CH2. Okay. So it is cyclohexene. Cyclohexene is obtained here. From what? From the combination of, by the combination of buta 1,3 diene and ethene, we got first cyclohexene with 1 pi bond, cyclohexene. From this again, 2 moles of hydrogen is removed. From cyclohexene, 2 moles of hydrogen is removed. Removal of hydrogen is called dehydrogenation. Dehydrogenation of cyclohexene takes place to give finally benzene. Benzene is obtained from cyclohexene. Cyclohexene is obtained by the combination of buta 1,3 diene and ethene. So in this way, benzene can be prepared from buta 1,3 diene and ethene. So in this process, first the buta 1,3 diene and ethene combined to form cyclohexene. This cyclohexene undergoes dehydrogenation to give what? Benzene. So it is one of the methods of manufacture of what? Benzene from petroleum. So from petroleum we can get benzene, and from whole we can get benzene. So it is manufacture of what? Benzene. Okay. So still we have two more methods of preparation of benzene. Okay. So the preparation of benzene can be done from what? Sodium benzoate. Sodium benzoate formula what? C6H5 bond COO Na. C6H5 group is called phenyl. C6H5 bond COO Na is called what? Sodium benzoate. That sodium benzoate is subjected to which method, which process? Decarboxylation. So the decarboxylation of sodium benzoate takes place in the presence of which mixture? NaOH plus CaO. What is that mixture of NaOH plus CaO called? It is called soda lime. Soda lime. So by using soda lime mixture, sodium benzoate is subjected to what? Decarboxylation process. Like that, we also discussed about preparation of benzene from phenol, from aniline, from chlorobenzene. Different methods we already discussed. Now we are going to discuss the synthesis of benzene from ethylene or ethane. Synthesis. What we say? Synthesis of benzene from ethane. Ethane is also called ethylene, acetylene. So what is the common name of ethane? Ethane is what? Acetylene. Ethane is nothing but acetylene. So from ethane we can get what? Benzene. Synthesis meaning what? The preparation of benzene from its elements. Synthesis of benzene from its elements is called what? Synthesis. If any compound is prepared from its if any compound is prepared from its elements, it is called what? Synthesis. What is that called? Synthesis. Now we are discussing about what? Synthesis of benzene from ethane. Ethane means acetylene. So here 3 moles of ethane is taken. CH, triple bond CH is called what? Ethane. Okay. So this ethane, how many moles taken? 3 moles. So 3 moles of ethane is taken at 1500 degrees Celsius to 2000 degrees Celsius. At the temperature of 1500 degrees Celsius to 2000 degrees Celsius, the acetylene gas, this is also called acetylene gas. So this acetylene gas is passed through red hot iron tubes. Through the red hot iron tube. Through the red hot iron tube, what is passed? The acetylene gas is passed. That is, ethane gas is passed. So 3 moles of ethane undergoes cyclic polymerization. What is the process called? Cyclic polymerization. So the cyclic polymerization process is used here. So by the cyclic polymerization of 3 moles ethane or acetylene, we get what? Benzene. So benzene, cyclic compound, is produced here. The cyclic compound benzene is produced from this one. So the benzene is what now? Cyclic compound and aromatic compound. From the non-aromatic compound, we are getting aromatic compound. At this high temperature, when you pass what? 3 moles of ethane gas or acetylene gas through red hot iron tube, what happens? These 3 moles of acetylene undergo cyclic polymerization to form 1 mole of benzene. So how many moles of benzene is produced here? 1 mole benzene is produced from 3 moles of acetylene or ethane. This method is called cyclic polymerization process. Polymerization meaning what? Different monomers combine to form a polymer. Here what are the monomers? Ethane molecules act as what? Monomers. From how many monomers? From 3 monomers we are getting 1 mole of benzene. And why we said here synthesis, why it is called synthesis process is that at this high temperature the acetylene molecule dissociates into what? Atoms. Acetylene molecule dissociates into atoms. Now carbon atoms and hydrogen atoms is dissociated into. Means these molecules will be dissociated into what? These molecules are dissociated into atoms, carbon and hydrogen atoms at this high temperature. Then what happens again? The rearrangement of atoms will take place. New bonds will be formed between carbon atoms and hydrogen atoms to form what? Benzene. To form the benzene, new type of bonds will be developed between carbon atoms and hydrogen atoms. Suppose you take like this here. I am taking here CH, triple bond CH. Okay, again C triple bond C H like this. Again C triple bond C H. If we take like this now here, this pi bond is there, now pi bond will go here. This pi bond will go here. This pi bond will come here like this. Now what happened here? The CH will be like only here. Triple bond becomes what? Double bond. Here no bond becomes what? Single bond. Here there is no bond initially, but here newly single bond is formed here. So this will give rise to what now here? Benzene. So in this way, what happens now? New type of bonds will be developed and the benzene is produced from ethine. How many ethine molecules we have taken? It is one ethine molecule. It is one ethine molecule. It is one ethine molecule. So these all ethine molecules undergone cyclic polymerization, and we got benzene. Why it is called cyclic polymerization? Why not linear polymerization? So all the three molecules of acetylene not undergoing linear polymerization here. They are undergoing what? Cyclic polymerization, because they are giving cyclic compound there. As cyclic compound is produced as product, it is called cyclic polymerization. More than two molecules are combining with each other to form the single molecule there. So it is called polymerization. The formation of a molecule polymer from many monomers is called what? Polymerization. As cyclic compound is produced, it is called cyclic polymerization. So it is a cyclic polymerization of which compound? Cyclic polymerization of acetylene or ethine to give what? Benzene. So it is one of the methods of preparation of benzene. Benzene can be prepared by this method also. Okay, take the screenshot of this one. Next one more preparation method is there. Completed? Now see here. So next method is that I'm writing here only. Now another method is that aromatization. Aromatization. Aromatization means what? Non-aromatic compound is converted into aromatic compound. Non-aromatic compound converts into aromatic compound. So the formation of aromatic compound from a non-aromatic compound, from an non-aromatic compound is called what here? Aromatization. Okay. So in this process, aromatization, you have to understand this. See, we take N-hexane. What we take here? N-hexane, CH3 bond, CH2 bond, CH2 bond, CH2 bond, CH2 CH3. It is N-hexane. What is N-hexane? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbon atoms here. N-hexane. All the carbons in the straight chain means they are not forming any branches here. That's why it is N-hexane, normal hexane. Okay, so this normal hexane is converted into benzene. Normal hexane is converted into benzene. Benzene is what now here? Aromatic compound. Aromatic compound. So benzene aromatic compound is produced here. So the aromatic benzene is produced from N-hexane. This method of preparation of aromatic compound from aromatic compound is given the name aromatization. Here we use some reagents. Reagents like what now here? Vanadium pentoxide. Vanadium pentoxide we can use, or chromium trioxide, or we can also use molybdenum trioxide. Molybdenum trioxide or chromium trioxide or vanadium pentoxide. Any oxide can be used as what? Catalyst in this process of aromatization. And the optimum temperature is required is what here? 500 degrees to 550 degrees Celsius approximately. So at the temperature of 500 to 550 degrees Celsius, in the presence of the catalysts such as vanadium pentoxide or chromium trioxide or molybdenum trioxide, the N-hexane non-aromatic compound, it is what? Non-aromatic compound. This non-aromatic compound is converted into aromatic benzene. So this process of preparation of aromatic benzene from non-aromatic N-hexane is called what? Aromatization. So what are the reagents are important to be remembered here? So V2O5 or Cr2O3 or MO2O3 in the presence of at the temperature of what? 500 to 550 degrees Celsius. So this method is what? Aromatization. Okay, so here it is what now? Cyclic polymerization. Here we used what now? Long chain aliphatic hydrocarbon chains. Long chains of aliphatic hydrocarbons. So here it is aliphatic hydrocarbon. Why? All single bonds between the carbon atoms. Open chain compound it is. As it is open chain compound, it is called aliphatic. Aliphatic hydrocarbons non-aromatic. They are converted into aromatic benzene. So in this way we can understand what? We can study the preparation methods of benzene, different compounds. So benzene is prepared from sodium benzoate or benzene derivatives or from ethine or from N-hexane by aromatization. And also manufacture of benzene on large scale is from coal and petroleum. So these are different methods of preparation of what? Benzene and manufacture of benzene. Thank you. Good day.